Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some pretty nifty news because a lot of the brand new Pokemon game has actually now been leaked out. If you guys are kind of familiar, or maybe not, right now there's a big Pokemon event going on, like the World Championships of it. So I believe this is the place where a lot of people have had a chance to check out the demo, see the game, and all of that. And even one of my good buddies is out there as of right this second, and it looks really cool. So I'm going to show you guys a bunch of the gameplay for the brand new Pokemon Legends Z through A, and it's actually really cool because it's completely switched up the entire game as a whole. So let's go and show you guys some of it. So subscribe if you guys are new, or if you guys enjoy this type of stuff, let me know in the comment section down below. But as I mentioned, we've been seeing a lot of brand new gameplay with this, and I think it looks pretty good. So before we dive into these, the biggest thing, I think it's more of a somewhat gameplay shakeup. Kind of think a mixture of Arceus a little bit, where you're somewhat able to more and more so move around, a little bit more engaged with the map. And one big thing to note is it's a little bit more focused somewhat on kind of like a Dark Souls style combat. So right here, they're actually doing like a big fight over here with Absol, which I think is one of the more mega evolutions in the game itself too, like very slight spoilers, I guess. But people I think want to see the game, the gameplay, the demo, and see how it kind of runs overall. As well, we'll also have proper credits for everything down below in the description. If you guys want to go check out some more of the original stuff, this is more so focused up on Twitter from highlights. I'm bringing everything together. But as you guys can see, first and foremost, the gameplay. Gameplay itself looks and feels pretty good, and as well, it just looks nice. It does seem like there's a slight graphical improvement, and I do think that'll be mostly due to the Switch 2. Now, the Switch 2 obviously is a better console, better internals, and kind of opens up the world for a bigger, more, I guess, vibrant game. So here's the first glance. You guys can see in proper gameplay and fighting combat over here, where you can use all the abilities. See, like the Aurora Sphere, Rock Smash, Protect, and Bullet Punch on the right side of the screen. And as well, you can also see the HP bar, obviously on the left side, bottom left. And as you're in the mix of this fight, as I mentioned, some intriguing gameplays, it's kind of like a Souls-like, where you have these random Pokemon out in the field, or when you're versus other trainers, they have a chance to jump on you. And kind of just, it kind of makes you slightly more involved instead of having just a turn-based combat that I think most Pokemon people are used to throughout the years. It kind of lets you be slightly more just engaged in the fight itself. Now, will people like this? Not really sure. You go and tell me. I think I don't mind, but I also am a big fan of just turn-based normal combat. Think like old Final Fantasy Tactics, old Pokemons as well. So I don't think I mind. And I don't mind the mix-up. I do think overall the graphics make it nice, and I've always wished we'd had a Pokemon game like Pokken Tournament. If you guys ever played Pokken, like you can basically, you yourself control the Pokemon, and then you engage in the battles, and then you can decide if you are the trainer to want to go and capture them. Very way more immersed as a game. It's kind of like this a little bit, but this kind of seems more of like a real-time strategy style game rather than almost anything else. But I think it's different. I like the idea that it is different. I like the idea that you can play the games differently. Here itself is the trainer actually being KO'd in the mix of the fight. So I can maybe see some children being upset about that. Maybe some people just not enjoying it from the old school turn-based combat. But I think it's intriguing to see nonetheless. Also, here is another fight and more gameplay over here. This is in regards now to the trainer. Just a normal trainer fight, and you guys can see throughout the city. The city graphics are way more in depth too as well. I think even compared to the old Pokemon games, although they look way nicer on the Switch 2 upgrades, you guys can see there's just as, little furniture, more maps, lighting. Like, it's not a PS5 Pro game or a PC game, but like you guys can see, it's kind of a still good experience nonetheless. Like I mentioned, a lot of this gameplay is just coming out from these demo events that people have had a chance to go and play over here. So I just want to show you guys up on YouTube. So hope you guys don't mind the reaction on it. But here is just this Pidgeotto destroying this person's entire team. You guys can even see there's even like a switch meter. So there's a little bit of a timer effect, making everything seem a lot more alive in action. And this is the trainer themselves having their entire Pokemon squad wiped on out. Also even saying too, this software closed momentarily, so you guys can see that the timestamp wasn't the crazy longest, but I would love to hear your thoughts on all this down below. Now, I think it seems cool. Like, I'm a Pokemon purist. I grew up on, Red and Blue, the OGs, but I've also played probably every Pokemon iteration since then. I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan, although can I really say that? Because I think I've shiny hunted in every game. I have had, like, a lot of shinies. I even had, Sun and Moon on my DS, and even had a 3DS capture card. So maybe I'm slightly into Pokemon. That's up for debate. You guys just couldn't tell me. But as I've gotten older, I do appreciate a more invested game. Like, a lot of the games were seeming very easy. They're mainly marketed towards children, so I can't complain too hard. But, I wouldn't mind playing it. Childhood memories or whatever. And I do like the fact that they are at least finally switching things up. Like, I think it's kind of overdue at this point. It's just crazy. So here, at this point, this is just more general gameplay. Nothing super, super that much of a change up over here. You guys just see more just general gaming as people are playing out the game. So I guess question for the audience, what is like the one thing I guess you're looking forward to? Because it seems like for me, new world, always nice, new Pokemon, always cool. But one thing that I feel like they keep on doing is rehashing a lot of old Pokemon, which is fun. Like once you make like 1,000, it's kind of hard to make up with more. But it's intriguing to see how this world is slightly more different. So instead of running like up and down on a weird square like old Pokemon and eventually have a line of sight, it seems like they're more open in these environments, like more I guess invested. You see the city, different little towns, little segments. So it's similar playstyle wise, but different. Now as well, they also do have some new elements, such as like say poison coming back on all of the characters. So if you are like poisoned and you're walking around outside of the fight, you guys see that with the poison string, your characters and Pokemon will still be taking damage. So it's just like slightly old school stuff being brought back. Gameplay, like I said, does look very seamless, and most comments people have seen from these events in the early playtest gameplay and all that is that the game itself runs well. Runs very good on the Switch too. The system upgrade was worth it, and this actually might be the first game that is more of a console seller. Now, I'd probably say yes. I mean, everyone loves Pokemon, even when you're younger, and look at how this environment looks. Still doesn't look insane, but if you compare this to other prior Pokemon games, it does feel finally a little bit more next gen. Now, looking at this, I wish there was more grass. I wish there was better textures on the environments. Like, I wish it was slightly better. Like don't forget, like there's critiques out there, and I'm aware of them. But I also do kind of think like it is a level up. Like I've played through the most recent Pokemon games, like they're okay. On 7-year-old hardware, there's not really that much you can really do. I can't really judge people or blame people. I totally get it. But as I go through this, like this especially, like you see a little bit more lights, you see the world has a little bit more personality. It might even be places that you can go into. Like there might be an actual pathway for you to go and actually mitigate throughout this city. And like maybe you can even run down throughout this little grassy plain, as we've seen that Pokemon's expanded slightly more into being more of a wide open world. I think this is all nice and good stuff. Like I think these are things that people want. Like you have this brand new hardware, let's take advantage of it. And I'm kind of happy because, well, what's the point? You also see like these new integrations over here for little game tips, different UI where it does actually seem very clean. Minimap available, like all your random Pokemon over here, and I'm sure items too as well. Like just everything does seem kind of nice. A little bit more blue scaled out, which is okay. Kind of gives me like a European London-y type vibe kind of ish. I don't know, but like it looks cool. Like look at this. Looks nice. You have the water effects. It's not a PS5 Pro. Like you've got a little something, got a little color going on and everything. I personally am somewhat impressed. I will most likely be picking this up on day 1. So let me know your thoughts and comments out here. Here's a few more little bits and pieces on this for like someone using like a Dragonite, the Rogue Mega Tyranitar over here. And it just kind of seems like everything out there is looking, well, kind of nice. Seems kind of cool. And as I mentioned too as well, like it's coming out soon. This is for the Pokemon World Championships out there. And it just is nice to go and see. Like even small things like just having to go and evolve your Pokemon too. Like look at this. Like you still have to, like, it's just cool. Here's like the UI. I think people would want to see the UI if anything. And like, I don't know, like I'm kind of jealous I didn't have a chance to play the new Pokemon game. So maybe I need to go to another Pokemon event in the future, fly out to San Francisco or Hawaii and check it out. But I would like to hear your thoughts. Do you guys buy a Switch 2? Are you guys still into Pokemon? Are you guys wanting to pick up the game? Do you like the first impressions or not? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys would ever want more Pokemon stuff or Switch 2 news, feel free to, because I do a lot of console news regardless. And of course, if you guys are bored, swing by the Twitch stream. It's probably live as of right this second. Or just subscribe if you guys are new. Or just thank you guys so much for watching the video in the first place. I'll talk to you guys all soon. Peace out.